Sorry folks, I had lost the first video to this series and also lost the audio, so we're going to do a little voiceover for you. The bomber earlier in the week had experienced a bolt in the tire, so we had to put on the spare tire so we could get the tire taken in to have a repair done on it. Luckily, the bolt didn't damage the tire enough to where it couldn't be repaired, so that's what we're doing right now, is putting on the original tire. As you can see right now, I'm getting ready to impact off the lug nuts. Now, I do not spin them all the way off with the impact. I usually just run them pretty close, and then I will take them off by hand. That way I don't maul any of the threads on the lug nuts. Now I've pulled up the original tire, getting ready to put it on. I run my jack fairly close to the ground, not where the tire is super high off the ground. It's easier to put it on. This time I got pretty lucky. It popped right on, as you can see. Now, if you were going to be doing any work under the vehicle, putting your legs under it or anything like that, I would have used jack stands. But for a quick, simple tire change swap out like this, running your floor jack is perfectly fine. I know the chances of it coming out are still never zero, but I felt confident that like this I could throw on a couple lug nuts, and now even if the jack is to fail, the tire is going to support all the weight of the vehicle even with loose lug nuts. So here you can see I'm putting on the lug nuts hand tight, threaded on at least 2 or 3 turns each all the way around before I go and hit the impact. Here I'm going to show you that I'm going to lower the torque down on the impact to not over torque the lug nuts. Doing so, over torquing can break off the studs, and you could lose a tire very easily. I do a crisscross pattern, and then I will use a hand torque wrench to torque them up to specs, which on my truck is 140 foot-pounds. The impact is set down around 50 just to tighten them up to it, and then I will lower the jack and then to the ground to where it will assist me in once again using the torque wrench to properly torque them in a star pattern and getting them finished up on the truck. Here I'm going to be lowering down the truck just an inch or so, just so the tire will no longer rotate. The full weight is still mainly on the jack. This is just so I can torque the lug nuts up to spec. Now that I've done a crisscross pattern, I'm going to do a full rotation all the way around, starting at one pivot point and starting all the way from there, and making sure I get a click at every one. Looky, I missed one, so we're going to tighten that one up. Click. And then we're going to keep moving, and as you can see here, all of them give me a nice solid click at 140. So we will be done with this. It's just that simple, guys. Appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, I just want to talk a little bit about spare tires. So this is my spare tire. It's one of my older tires. It's a good old tire. It's got lots of treads on it. I use just an old black. It's the same as the rest of the tire rims, but it's black, so sitting underneath there it doesn't do anything. Since I had to use it this week, I made sure to pull it out, check it up, made sure valve cup was on it and the pressure before we stick it back underneath there, because these, it will sit down there. You can check the valves, but they just roll right under here, guys, and just walk it underneath your truck. Okay, next thing we need to do, guys, this sometimes gets a little tricky. It'll turn, it'll pull right out, guys. The next thing is you want to drop all your tools, especially near your feet. You'll hook these two up together and make sure you put your pin in, okay? This side goes down through the tube, hits, and then you want to rotate it, and it just locked right in, guys. Now, my younger son will go get on the ground here and show you. Up under there, guys, is a newer style. It does not require a locking mechanism. It just comes right down.
Sugar Bath, stop.
There. Okay, go ahead and get her. We got. Okay, guys, as you can see, that one with just no locking mechanism, just slides right down. And as you can see, that one's been there for about a year, and that cable's in really good shape, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so we get close.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm going to scoot that tire towards you. More of an angle. There you go. Drop it all the way down. Now hold it towards the center. Okay, watch your hands and toes. And up she goes.
It's the magical flying tire.
Watch your fingers, watch your toes. Oh, we hit something.
Yeah, you're on the exhaust.
Okay, you got to shove it over just a hair. Got it?
Yep, there we go.
Got to keep shoving it a little bit. There you go. That doesn't look right.
No, it doesn't. You're also stuck on the, ultra frame.
Okay, give it a... There. So... Hold on. You're going to have to control this.
All right.
Sorry, folks. This is a two-person job. We don't need all the hands. So we'll be right back, guys. Hey, guys. It just took a little bit of adjusting to get under here. It's no longer the stock receiver tow hitch, so it just took a little second to get under here. She's locked in here. Now, one of the things I try to do when I do these guys, I try to put my valve stem towards the back. I prefer it towards the front, but this one happened to end up towards the back. And that way, all I have to do is come under here from time to time, and I can actually check the air pressure on this tire. I have to keep this one at 80 because my rear pressure is 80, my front pressure is 60. So if I have a problem with the steer tire, I can lower the pressure. You can't raise it when you're out in the sticks without an air compressor. So I run these on the high side so I can lower if I need to. Thanks for watching. Keep watching to the end. You never know what the next segment will bring. One more quick thing, guys. We got to put the plug back in. It's real simple on these. It's got a groove here and a groove in the top. You just kind of follow it in, turn it back, pull it out, lock your cap. Hey guys, welcome back. In the last couple segments, you saw me working out on the bomber on the tires. Now, while I had that tire off, I had the option to rotate the tires at that time. And when you have a spare tire for the vehicle, it's easy to rotate the tires. I've always been taught that the two front tires rotate to the back and the back tires crisscross. So left would go right, right would go left. So when I got home, the tire, I had to have the spare tire on because we had a bolt in the tire, guys. And I didn't know, sometimes when you get a bolt in the tire, stuff like that, can damage the tire beyond repair. Luckily for us, it did not do that. But with me having the spare tire on there, with one tire off, you can play leapfrog and you don't have to jack the truck up or the car up on all fours to rotate the tires. Let me explain. So you put your spare tire, and I'm going to do this on the right front so you understand where I'm going with this. So if you put the spare tire on the right front, that gives you the right front tire. You then move that to the right rear. You put that on, now you have the right rear tire, you lower the car or vehicle back down. Now you move to the left front, because that's your crisscross. You put that tire there, then you move that tire to the back, so that'd be the left rear. Then you take that tire off, put on, the tire that you just moved, and then you move that one to your front, and now your spare has come back off if it's usable. And that's how you can even rotate a tire. If you only have one bay available, just enough space to work on one tire at a time, you can do it that way. So that's just something to know. Like I said, I checked my tires. All the wear is smooth across all the tires. I had it aligned last year. And all the tread depths are at 9/30 seconds. I do actually own a depth gauge. And so with all the tires being at 9, all the wear good, I go with the premise of if it's not broke, don't fix it. So, did I just say that right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it? Yeah. So, there are people that live like, oh, you've got to, for mileage, you've got to rotate them every year. I can prove with these tires, because they've never been rotated since they've been on the truck. They're 2 years old, and once again, all the tread depths are almost identical. If it isn't a high 9, it's in that 9 range, between 9.5, 10, 9. So they're right there, guys. So that's why I'm not rotating the tires. That, and it's cold and windy outside. The other thing is I did torque the lug nuts to 140, as you saw, guys. I did a crisscross motion to get them seated, then lowered it enough to give it and torque it all the way around. Doing it that way, I had actually missed a lug nut and it got torqued with the rest of them. It was the second one in, so I'm secure in my thought process that the tire is not going to fall off. So thanks for watching, guys.